Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another Almost Too Old for This, the channel where I react to Jesse Cox's Too Old for This channel, where he reacts to content for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. But today, we react to The Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 9. This is it. I mean, I've already seen it, but now I can react to it, which is what everybody's been waiting for, right? Well, I react to Jesse reacting. So, before I get going with it, I will say, I thought the ending was, I thought it was okay. I didn't like hate it. I wasn't like that was bad. It wasn't like my favorite. I wasn't like that was amazing, but like I thought it was solid. I would say my biggest flaw was I felt like it definitely needed a couple more episodes to explain some stuff, but I mean we can get into that later, but that's just how I felt. But anyway, here we go.
All right, we're doing this again, and this time it's the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus. I'm very excited. Spoiler free. I was muting things. I didn't want to see it in theaters. I want to watch it right now for you. I've been really good. Here I am. Excited, potentially worried. And when I say potentially worried, I mean not in the show and its writing and its story and all that stuff, but mostly because I think over the last 2 years, I'm 0 for 5 on series I've enjoyed having a good ending. You know what I mean? And I'm just kind of bummed about that. And I'm really hoping this isn't the same and it's going to be amazing, like the Digital Circus it is. And yeah, we'll get some answers. I never need all the answers, but I would like something. I would like it to be cohesive and come together and make me feel like, yeah, okay, great. So we're all going to find out together right now.
Yep. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast, the best worst podcast on the internet.
Okie dokie, 58 minutes
Here we go,
long.
58 minutes.
I'm hoping an hour episode gives us some good stuff. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Real quick, is that a goof they just did? This is the problem with the show that's very meta. Is that a goof they just did? Or is that how, if you were looking at The Amazing Digital Circus on a computer screen, it would look? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying.
It's an old program. Or is it just like for goofs?
Yeah, you never know, really.
Are you sure? How did that even happen? There's no undo or anything?
He was messing with the console as I was working. I don't know what happened, but before I could try to get him back, the floor opened up and...
That's convenient.
Jax.
What? Are we all just supposed to forgive this? This guy messed up in the worst possible way he could. Now we have nothing.
Jax, please, just calm down. We're
Anything else you want to tell us?
Jax!
What? He gets to mess up like this and everyone takes his side?
Brain scans. Scratch was trying to make a brain scanner. I didn't think it actually worked.
So that's
We
confirmed.
didn't know how to work with the files, and they were impossibly small.
And I mean, honestly, I felt like that was the
this is
most
confirmed.
common.
The theory is, yeah, okay.
I mean, I thought that was kind of the most common, obvious theory. Like, it just made the most sense.
I guess Kane found a way to get them working.
that means...
I know what it means. Congratulations, Zooble! Guess you still get to leave your mark in the world. Oh, isn't that fun?
Jax.
I guess you still get to hang out with Mommy after all, right, Rags?
Shut up, Jax!
Guess I'm... still...
I know. I think I've always known. It just... for some reason... it still hurts so much to hear it.
I know it hurts, but we still have each other.
All right, can I just say, I think if you were to go back and look at my thoughts on the trailer slash poster and my predictions for this episode, I will just rattle them off right now if I can remember them. They're all brain scans. Jax is about to absolutely, like, go cuckoo bananas. And they, like the poster suggested, are gonna have to go into Jax's mind palace to save everyone, I guess. And in the end, my big call was that their happy ending is they are going to live in the amazing digital circus as this new version of themselves, starting over, not really caring about what happened to the old version of themselves because they are themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they're their own people, and it doesn't matter who they were on the outside. Inside, they're someone different, and they can start over again. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty sure we're on that trajectory, just like reading the tea leaves here. And yeah, I guess it's about how do we get there at this point. But like, I'm pretty like, okay, I'm calling this.
I mean, I would say that the brain scan theory was like one of the most common theories that just made sense. Like, it made sense, right? I think most people just assumed like that is the correct thing. I think some people that thought like there's machines outside and their like bodies are out there, like it didn't make sense, like for like the story, what was happening, like it didn't really fit anything. Like, to me, this show is always about learning how to kind of accept reality. It's almost like how, you know, in our own world, it's like, what is our purpose? Like, why are we here? Right. And it was kind of talking about those themes. And so I always felt it was going to have that type of ending where they just kind of learn to live in the circus and make it their own home. My crazy theory, though, is that Pomni was an AI and that she was going to be like, oh my God, I'm an AI or whatever. And then people be like, hey, you know what? It's fine. Right. Like, the AI and, you know, the humans, which are actually just scans, so they're not actually like human, right? And all these things would learn to live together in the circus because they're all technically the same, right? They're all just, you know, parts in a computer or pixels in a computer, or whatever you want to call it, data. And it's essentially what what they got to at the end, right? That pretty much is the end of the show. However, I think AI Pomni would have really elevated it to another level. But yeah, it was pretty much, it's pretty much that.
I guess I just don't understand how they get out of this, like, broken down system.
Also, sorry, my shitty green screen lighting is like not doing too well right now. I think the sun's like coming in off the window, so it's kind of making it worse. And
But
listen,
it does make some sort of
I don't know how to
sense
fix it.
before Kinger does whatever Kinger does here. It does make some sort of sense that we saw that red and blue cane thing.
Yeah.
I'm still not entirely sure what that was about, but the fact that Pomni is red.
Well, I mean, that was pretty much about, like, that was Kane. He was the initial AI, right? And then they put him away, and then Bubble, or, you know, maybe it's not Bubble, whoever, the blue AI. In fact, I don't think it was Bubble at this point, because I think Bubble might have been, like, the actual Bubble virus or something. That, like, corrupted everything. That was the theory for a while, and I think that might have actually been the case. But the blue AI gets created and it does everything better than Kane, but then Kane breaks out and, you know, consumes that blue AI and everything and starts running the show, right? So that's pretty much what that whole thing was. And it makes the most sense. It seems like it still aligns even after the show is complete here. So, I mean, that's what I assumed it was off the start. And I think that's what it actually was.
In blue, I think
Also,
speaks
maybe
a
I can
lot to
close
the
this
idea of
blind.
Pomni
Hold
being
on.
the character who's going to solve the problem, right? Like, that's the hint from the beginning that, like, in the end, Pomni's going to be the one also. She's the main character, but you know what I mean? Like,
Actually, I think that made it worse.
I just don't know what story they're about to tell. I probably should shut up and watch.
Need any help?
Whatever. Sure. I'll just keep the
If you
sun
wanna give
coming
it a
in.
try. Relax your body and mind. Deep breaths. And try not to think too hard about it.
Yeah, if they can control this place, they can save it. You know what I mean?
I really wanted to help.
You had a good start.
I thought I could uplift everyone, but everything's gotten so bad. God, am I stupid for even trying?
No, none of this is your fault. I don't think anyone could have predicted things to play out the way they did.
I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You know, Out of all the people I've seen enter this place, I don't think any one of them adjusted as quickly as you did.
I was a nervous wreck.
So was I. It's a lot for anybody to go through. But while the others took weeks, hell, even months to get used to everything, myself included, you found your footing in a matter of days. And not just that, you've also become someone they can trust, even if they don't see.
How much time has actually passed since Pomni arrived? How do they measure time? I guess it's unimportant.
Yeah, I'm not actually
but for
sure.
some reason, that mattered to me, knowing that answer. I don't know why, but okay.
We can't fix every problem. Not with ourselves. Not with the world around us. But we can still do what we can.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
But it won't be a lot of work alone.
I feel like that's a direct, like the characters look at the screen.
Yeah. The fourth wall breaking.
It's too much to get over you.
I guess part of my thing with Pomni AI was that she was gonna like fix the circus, right? Like make everything right. But I guess they can do that anyway, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like she doesn't really need to be an AI. They just kind of fix it all themselves.
Yeah, they can make their own reality. It's a very nice message.
Never mind.
I wish I'd pried a little more. I somehow forgot how bad it can get.
What do we
What do we do now?
Yeah, that's like,
What can we do? Of course he'd do this. Of course he'd wait until there's nothing we could do about it.
that's supposed to be
It's just
Jax?
So. God damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw that, I thought that the abstracted were like breaking out of their like well in the ground, right? Or whatever the like cellar or dungeon that they're all like stored in. I thought they were like breaking out because the world's falling apart, right? So I was like, oh, are they breaking out now? And then they're like, oh, that's Jax. And I was like, what? Like it just I think this part just needed more clarity to it. Like I don't even mind that they didn't show it happen off screen, but it didn't feel like a natural thing of like, oh, that's Jax, right? Like it was just kind of like, wait, what? And like I said, I thought that was like they were breaking out of their abs. I was like, oh, is that like Kaufmo or some shit? But no, it's Jax. So I didn't really like this part. And again, not because they didn't show the abstraction happening off screen, but just because it just felt kind of odd and confusing from like a progression standpoint. Also, it just felt weird to like they like for like episodes, they're just always like, hey, Jax, we're here for you, whatever. And then it just kind of happens. But I guess that ties into, you know, everything's falling apart, everything's broken. He's just like giving up, like that type of thing. But it's just a little jarring, I guess, at the same time. I don't know.
I mean, Jax.
I guess the implication is that, so he walked off and then abstracted. And I guess we didn't need to see that scene because we already saw he was very close multiple times. And so we're just going to cut to the chase there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose
Yeah.
we should.
But again, I think it was just kind of a confusing scene just to have it happen that way. I don't know.
Try coming up with a plan to keep him contained.
You know, I always thought it should have been me.
Don't say that.
Like, now that I think about it, it would, like, even if like Jax would have went into his room and been like, whatever, and then they're like standing around like, where's Jax? And his room starts like shaking like the door, and then he like busts out of the room and like starts galloping around, and they're just like, oh my, you know what I mean? Like something like that where you're like, oh, okay, I see what happened. But it was just, I think it's just the way they did it. Anyway, I'll just keep going.
We were friends once. I mean, sort of friends. As much of friends as anybody could have been with Jax.
It's so weird, Jax is a character, because he's portrayed as like a complete dick to everyone. But given the backstory that potentially at one time he was different, but then when everyone mentions that backstory, he still kind of sounds like a dick, except to people that he liked, which still makes you a dick. For some reason, Jax, abstracting to me, I'm like, man, glad that's over. I don't know. I feel like that's the vibe right now, and no one's willing to say it because it's like rude as shit.
After Ribbit,
yeah, he pretty much
was
is always
gone,
a dick.
I tried to comfort him. He told me to never mention Ribbit's name again. He made me promise. And I did. I think that's where our friendship really, finally ended.
I don't think Jax knew how to have friends.
Things would have been different if I'd said no.
Like, it just seems like a toxic dude.
It was so hard for me. I still don't know why I did it. I just wanted him to know he wasn't alone. That I was there for him. And I guess I just didn't want to lose any more friends.
Sure.
Show us what I know, huh?
Ragatha, you were the first real friend I made here. And despite all that's happened, I still consider you my closest friend.
I'm glad we're still friends.
It's a pretty nice portrayal of friendship and what like being a real friend is about.
What are we gonna do?
Because Ragatha's a mess, man.
Make sure Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger are okay. They need someone like you right now.
Pomni, you've been one of the best things to happen to me since I got here. I trust you.
I don't know that I ever thought this before while thinking about the show, but a lot of the characters have a lot of problems that they had before they were brain scanned, right? Like the scan of their brain.
Also, before we get to that, I thought it was interesting that they're like, you're my best friend or one of my best, like, to me, I feel like Kinger's got to be one of their best friends, right? Especially for Ragatha, where like they've been there the longest together and stuff like that. Like, I thought it'd be more like Kinger, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. That might have just been because I was just like, dude, what about Kinger? He's like always giving people advice. He's listening to them, all this type of stuff. I don't know.
Brain, I assume, brought in all the problems they had, right? Like Ragatha has issues with her mom and issues with like trying to please people, and even if it hurts her, she's willing to do it. And Zubul and Gangle, they're just like equally dealing with their own stuff. And I think Pomni coming in, Pomni seems pretty put together, and it's interesting to see what someone who brings a relatively positive outlook to people can do. When you have someone who's on your side and is trying to make you happy and smile, the jester. Someone is there to sort of bring joy to your life. It really changes the way you perceive living. And I think Pomni's that for all of them, and in doing so is unlocking parts of them that allow them to continue existing, even when the world is pretty shit around them. She's out here dealing with all the nonsense in the way anyone would, but fighting through it in a way that still maintains an attitude of like, okay, we'll get through this. I love you. And I think everyone needs someone like that in their life. And I imagine the more of that in your life, the absolute better you are, because then you can kind of fake it till you make it and make it through your own garbage and kind of put it behind you and grow as a person. And that's Pomni's role in this.
Yeah, honestly, I always like being around very positive people or like, you know, uplifting people like, hey man, let's get this thing, you know, let's start working on this thing. Let's get writing. Let's try to do that, you know? Or even like when I go to the store and there's like that one dude, I remember he'd always be like, hey man, like, it's a great day to be alive. He would just say shit like that. And I was like, yeah, you know what it is. And it's like, you know, especially for someone like me where I'm very cynical and dry and sarcastic and negative and anxiety filled. I think it's nice to have that to contrast against me. So I agree.
Who would have thought the gun training would come back? I guess I'm still not sure what abstraction is.
I mean, I assume that abstraction is essentially just like somebody just, it's like a breaking point, right? It's almost like a metaphor for killing yourself or something, you know? Maybe not like physically, but emotionally or just like that type of thing. That's what I assumed it was. We're warping in.
It's trippy, I'll give it that, but I still don't know exactly what occurs. Oh shit. All right.
Like before we get into the crazy door, like this is what I meant by at the start where I said a few more episodes. Like I felt like this entire Jax story arc thing that's happening, I feel like that could have been an entire episode in itself. And then we could have had like the actual ending after that with like all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I felt. But I feel like they only had so many episodes to get everything done. So I think that's part of the reason. Like I think if they had more time, they probably would have done more episodes, but I think like contractually they were like, you got 9 episodes, right? I think that I think that's what it is. So
We're in the
I don't
Mind
like blame them
Palace.
for it or anything.
This is happening.
It's just what I wish happened.
Jax, I just want you to know that if you need anything or if you need to talk to anybody, I'm here for you. I know you need it, and I'm the only person who can help you. You need me. I can fix you.
You can you?
That shit's crazy, man.
What? We can't die from oxygen deprivation, remember?
What? So is the assumption here that these they're not memories? Are these worries? Are these fears? Because Ragatha is alive. So is that him, at least in that part of his mind, coming to terms with what if they died and he was left alone? I don't know. Or what if Ragatha specifically died? I don't know what I was supposed to take away from that scene. Aside from, still a dick.
Yeah, I didn't know if these were like repression, like he's repressing all this stuff. That's what I assumed it was. There's like repressed feelings, right?
Come on, guys. Guys, put some gusto into it. We're gonna make this the best funeral ever. It's what Zubul would have wanted. Remember, it's not a mourning of death. It's a celebration of life.
Sup?
Jax, why are you wearing that?
Wearing what? Oh, this! I figured what better way to honor Zubul's spirit than by wearing something all gender freaky, right?
You're just doing it to make fun of them.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I hate you.
What? Don't act like you don't like it, sweet cheek. Meet me in my room after the funeral. Don't be late.
What are you all doing? Get back to work!
Is the implication that Jax is such a dick that he decided to dress up to mock? Well, I guess I'm a little colored by the fact that a lot of people online thought Jax was trans, and I wonder if that is Jax's way of kind of like, I'm doing this as a joke.
I figured it's like a what's it called? Reflection, not reflection. Why can't I think of it? The thing where, you know, it's like how there's like a bunch of right-wing people like, we don't like the homosexual people, and then you see them and they're like, actually they themselves are like closeted homosexual and like looking up stuff, right? Like it's like that type of thing, right? It's like they're reflecting, or is it reflecting? I can't think of the word right now. Is it, dude, why can't I think of this? The thing where you are against something you actually are. It says cognitive dissonance. That's not what I'm thinking of, though. But I guess that is like a... Well, it would be hypocritical. Dude, why can't I think? Okay, some of the people in the comments will tell me. But yeah, it's like that type of thing, right? Where like, obviously, I think Jax is trans, or like has feelings of being trans, which is why when they have the maid outfit thing, he's like freaking out, right, in the softball game or the baseball game or whatever. And now he has no problem wearing this because he's just like, oh, I'm wearing it because I'm like mocking Zubul, who like has body issues, right? And so it's like, clearly he does have some sort of you know, battles he's fighting in his own mind, but now he's kind of like crafted this situation to make himself feel better about himself in his head. I don't even know, man, but yeah, I think you kind of get what I'm getting at.
But really kind of wants to? I don't know. We're getting like snippets, and I hope we get more answers, but none of this is providing anything but more mystery at the moment. Yeah, what's behind the MacGuffin door? So this is if, okay.
The old time.
Killed the only person I've ever loved. Now I'm going to kill you.
Sheesh, you just blame me for everything, don't you?
Yeah, the Looney Tunes.
I gotta do something about this. I think this calls for a change in scenery.
I was about to say, are we Looney Tunesing? And that's it.
Louis Tunes? Did you just say Louis Tunes? Are we Louis? Hold on, let me make sure.
That's it. I was about to say, are we Looney Tunesing? And that's it.
That was pretty close to Louis Tunes. He said Louis Tunes?
That's all, freaks.
Again, I think what we're supposed to take away from this is that Jax is so concerned with people discovering the real Jax that all of these scenarios and stuff are always playing. Like, what if this person's gone? This person's gone.
Yeah.
Like, that, to me, going off of what we were just talking about before, feels like you have Zubul chasing Jax, like the Roadrunner and Coyote. Except the Coyote can never catch the Roadrunner, and maybe that's supposed to symbolize, his like deep feelings about the fact of like who he is, and Zubul reminds him of that. Feels like I'm stretching. Feels like I'm stretching.
How the hell did you get in here? We have a strict no girls allowed policy. Why are you wearing that? I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. I'm wearing it ironically. That way it shows truly just how little I care. Don't forget about me. I can play the piano. You know, if you have to say you can play the piano, it makes it seem like you can't actually play. Yeah, just shut up and play!
Is that what you really think of us back there?
Oh, that? Who knows? Everything's way more fun when you play it out in extremes.
That's not reality, though.
Oh boy,
why does that
reality's
matter?
gay. Yeah, I mean, killing off the comic relief character? What a freaking drag. This whole episode's been nothing but wah, wah, wah. Where's the levity?
Man, I wonder what's behind
Where's
the
the real
door.
Jax?
You're not gonna get anywhere asking questions like that. Now scram, you're messing up our game.
Right. That I think is the most important question is where is the real Jax? Who is the real Jax?
Do any of you have a key to this door?
Nope. And even if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. You women need to learn to quit prying all the time. Wow. I hope that doesn't also happen to me.
Oh,
There
shit.
it is.
Running. So it wasn't a car.
Yeah.
No, it's a car.
I was right. That part wasn't a car. I thought it was like a biker walking. Because then, obviously, if it was going to be the car, we'd have the dash like we see here.
Car. Oh, is Jax a runaway?
Okay. Wait, what's...
Whoa, it's okay. I know it's a lot.
Get away from me! I look stupid.
I remember that feeling. It goes away eventually. Hot chocolate's pretty good. Kaufmo and I made it kind of a tradition to come up here and get it every week.
Can't even tell it's not real.
I kind of love Kaufmo.
Shut up! You caught me off guard.
A laugh's a laugh. I mean, gotta start somewhere.
I'm just mad it was you instead of me.
Well, yeah, you're not funny.
Damn it, Jax.
Hey, Ribbit, you want to be on my team again?
Sorry. I'm gonna be showing Jax around this time.
No worries, y'all have fun.
Hey, dumb!
Sup, moron?
Oh my god, same. I used to swear so much, but the censoring annoyed the shit out of me.
You gotta watch out for her. She's gonna corrupt you.
Okay.
He's such a...
Today's adventure was really fun.
I'm glad I could cheer you up.
Also, I'm pretty sure Kaufmo's voiced by Ego Raptor. I'm like 90% sure or something.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
Yeah? Have you ever breathed air?
I mean, like, something you did out there that you can no longer make up for and you can't stop thinking about. I cut ties with my parents when I moved out. They were devout Mormons, and I wasn't.
They're stealing the Lego.
Despite that, I still wish I could see them again. But I'm stuck here.
Is this your way of trying to get me to open up?
It's my way of letting you know I trust you.
I told you I was homeless. What else do you need to know?
Do you trust me?
Yeah, but it's just... It's kind of a lot.
You're kind of a lot, but I still like you. A lot is fine.
A lot is fine, huh? I had a weird relationship with my parents. They split when I was just starting high school. I was never close with my dad. He was there, but he also kind of wasn't. He never seemed proud of me, and I always felt like a disappointment to him. Like I could never live up to his standards. When they split up, I just never saw him again. I thought I got along better with Mom, but after he was gone, she changed. When I showed weakness, I was less of a man than him. When I lashed out, I was just as bad as him. It was confusing. It was like she missed him, but also hated him. And I became the target of all that. One stupid day, I was just kind of fed up with it. I told her something I regret telling her. Something deep and personal that I thought would get her off my back. But she laughed at me. Then she went off on me, and it didn't stop. Personal, degrading insults that felt like it went on forever. And despite all that, the thing that bothered me most was, at the end of all of it, she hugged me. I didn't know what to do. So I panicked, and I pushed her off me with all the force I could. She fell backwards. And she didn't get up. I didn't know if she was just trying to make me feel bad, or...
Jesse reaction.
I never found out the answer. I just ran as far away from it as I could.
So he has no idea what he
Whatever I did to
actually
her.
did.
I'll never know.
Right.
I guess there's a lot of things I regret about that day.
The last thing he had was a blowout argument. That wasn't, but was. His mom sounds like a trip.
Whole
I'm
family
sure
does.
she's fine.
And now
I
he's
mean,
stuck here
if
and he
the
can't
police
get
ever
out.
came after you, then she was probably fine.
I'm sorry. I definitely overshared.
Wait,
Oh. And then,
It's the callback.
okay. All right. This could be a leap for me. And I realize that
Whoops.
saying this is a leap while there's a frog on the screen
There's
is...
like a callback where Pomni, I think, grabbed Jax's hand. There's something like that. I don't know if it's a specific one, and then he like freaks out.
maybe insensitive to frogs. I don't know.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
But the idea of...
See, that's what I mean. Like, what if Alex Jones was gay, dude? You know, you'd be like, oh, there's no way. But then deep down, he might be turning the frogs gay.
time he opens up to his mom, and maybe it's about being trans. I don't know for sure. But the one time he opens up to his mom laughs at him and degrades him and basically makes it so that he'll never open up again. That's why Jax does not. And the one time he does, he instantly regrets it. And then Ribbit's like, hold up, dude. Hold up. And I feel like that's probably why he connects with Ribbit so much. I wonder if Ribbit's outside problems are what makes her abstract. I still don't know what causes abstraction. Is it giving up? Is it hopelessness? But then why did
keep
Queenie
watching.
abstract? The only thing I can think of as abstraction, at least at this moment, is the idea that you are so consumed with what's happening outside, your file corrupts if they're brain scans, and your brain file... I genuinely don't know.
I'm glad you trust me.
Shit. This is embarrassing.
Your secret's safe with me.
So confirmed, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah. I mean, now's not a good time. Or now's fine. What do you want?
if now's a bad time, I can come back later.
That would be cool. Good. All right. So, if you ever tell anyone about this, I'm never speaking to you again. Sound good?
Yeah, I
Oh,
won't.
is that what Ribbit did on the mountain?
Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot?
Hey, Jax. Look, about yesterday. I'm sorry if I pried too hard or made you feel uncomfortable or...
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean... You know none of that was real, right? What, that corny backstory out of a Hallmark movie?
Yikes.
Nah.
Yikes.
I got you, though. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Hey, wanna team up?
Nah, I'm teaming up with Kaufmo.
Oh, no. Is it even worse that Jax made Ribbit abstract by cutting her off?
Maybe next time, though.
I actually heard they're supposed to look like that. Hey, you wanna team up?
Nah, I'm with Kaufmo.
Okay.
What's up with Ribbit lately?
I have no idea. What?
I'm gonna hang out in the cafe.
I stand by everything I said. Even with a tragic backstory, it doesn't excuse you being an ass to people.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Even if your life is a complete mess, it doesn't excuse it.
That's like people there's like people that like suffer abuse and then they abuse people. It's like that's not an excuse to abuse people, right? You should like stop doing it, right? You know, some people I think use that as like an excuse, and it's like just because something shitty happens to you doesn't mean you get to be shitty to other people, right?
And this is like really cruel.
Hey, Jax, can we talk?
What is there for us to possibly talk about?
I don't know, just whatever I did, whatever's going on between us, can we just stop this? I miss talking to you.
We're here. We're talking. What else do you want from me?
I just want to be friends again.
What? So you can pry into my personal life and hold it over my
It's
head?
the scene from the snow globe.
Is that really what you think? This can't be what you want.
What? Because you know me so well. Because we're such super close best friends. So we know everything about each other.
We were great friends, and I'm
Oh
sorry
my
for
God.
crying, but I don't want this one stupid mistake to be
Here
the
we
thing
go.
that ends
Here
all
we
of this.
go. Why are you still fixated on that night? Nothing happened. You keep reading into things when there's nothing there. You're the one using me. You're manipulating me.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Hey, if Ribbit ever says anything about me, just know it's not true.
What?
Hey, Ragatha. What was that movie you were talking about earlier?
Huh? Wait, when was I... Oh, you mean yesterday? Hey, Jax, have you seen Ribbit at all today?
Hey, look, we were friends, but I know you two were especially close. Just, if you need anyone to talk to.
Do I look like I need someone to talk to?
I know it's hard. Just don't be afraid to reach out to me.
So, okay. So he's afraid it's going to happen to everyone.
Huh?
Oh.
What?
How about we call her Gangle? That sounds about as pathetic as she looks.
What?
Great choice, Gangle. I'll be sure to add that right into the system.
Out of the way, Rags.
Jax, look, I know we don't get along, but I think I might have found a way out of here.
Have fun being crazy.
And I should just play along until I wake up, right?
Whatever you say, kid. You never know until it's too late. You're not looking too good. You gonna cry? Looking like this? I'd move on. And probably forget about you.
Hey.
So Ribbit didn't say nothing to nobody. Ribbit was just trying to be a good friend to Jax, and Jax was just a dick. Like, irredeemably so.
Yep.
I don't know what the end of this is going to be, but if they do like and actually we bring Jax back and Jax is totally cool, I'm still like, Jax is a dick. Like, this hurt me on like here in my heart. This is one of those like toxic people make toxic people kind of situations.
Why are you here? You know everything now. So why are you here? Just to rub every mistake I've ever made in my face? I'm a terrible person. Is that what you want me to say?
Not supposed to be his
I
mom.
already know I am. So why does anybody still care about me? You're not supposed to care.
Interesting. I mean, I guess that's what he wants, is to push people away so they don't care about him anymore. But like, also, as someone who has known people and this is their thing where they act out in order to push you away so you don't interact with them, I know me. I'm not a Pomni. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna mess. Like, I don't have the bandwidth to deal with you, so I'm gonna give you what you want. Like, a lot of people I've known that have been like this. I'm not gonna say everyone, but a lot of people I know have been like this. Push you away, but they want you to keep fighting, and they're gonna push harder and harder and harder. And it's like to prove that you care about them when they are convinced no one cares about them. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can definitely say, Pomni, better person than me.
You're not supposed to miss me. You're not supposed to love me. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yo, I moved the green screen a bit and it's fixed a little bit. Look at that.
Please. Leave me alone. You're making this so much harder.
Ah, jeez, now. Actually, now there's like a part. Oh, God. Green screen. Wait.
Ah, damn.
Oh, God, I made it worse.
I guess it's all circumstance.
So much harder.
If I was trapped in a situation with this person like Pomni is, there wouldn't be any place to go. We'd have to resolve the issue. And I guess I would
just
Pomni
told
her.
me, man.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Nah, it's shitty again.
Late.
I hate discovering I have layers.
I did this to myself.
Jesse's got so many layers.
There's no coming back from this.
Then talk to me now.
Actually, now I made it worse. Oh, my. Okay, hold on. What if?
I hate you. You know that?
That'd do it.
You always have to go and complicate things.
So what I do.
I don't want to go.
All right, whatever. I'm not fixing it. It is what it is.
Stay with me.
No, there's a little thing. Alright, there we go. That should be better. Don't worry, I'm not missing much. I'm just missing the montage here.
You weren't gonna try to take care of him all by yourself, were you?
I'm glad we weren't too late.
Like you guys keep saying, we're all in this together.
You guys.
Having a lot of complex thoughts. We're still human.
I hope it's enough to keep him contained.
He should be calm in there. Darkness is soothing to them.
He better be. You know how many arms I had to go through to get him in there.
How are you holding up?
Doesn't that hurt?
I've been through worse.
Thank you for doing this. All of you.
Hey, someone had to do something.
I like how her like, oh, it's Kate again. I like how her laying there kind of sounds like she's on a hospital bed. You know what I mean? Like, beep, 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 like her. That, you know what I mean?
Was I truly that bad? Is this really what I deserve? They tried to delete me. They're in the wrong, right?
I'm curious how he didn't get deleted.
He's more like in the trash bin, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably one of those things where they deleted him, but they didn't like fully delete him, right? But that's what I meant. I meant like that would have been nice if they had like an episode for all the Jack stuff and then like an entire episode for this final part with Kane and everything. Because I was also just like, this felt like it needed more. You know what I mean?
Again.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
there
right,
it
yes.
is.
Please give us this information. Are we going to learn what the blue dot was? Or I guess, is the blue version 1.0 and the red is 2?
Yeah.
Boy, there's so much.
I mean, to me, that was like, like that was just pretty obvious. Like Kane was the first AI and he was the red one. And then they put him in his cage and then they made the blue AI. Like this red AI, like, you know, he's going a little crazy, kind of isn't as good. And then Kane breaks out and he consumes the blue AI. That's what it is. I think the bigger question was the blue AI bubble? And like I mentioned before, I thought it was, and now I don't think it was Bubble. I think Bubble was actually a virus. Like, I'm pretty sure now. Especially when we get to that later scene where he pulls the blue AI out. But anyway.
What's going on? Is that supposed to represent information flying by? What is that? File for something. What is it?
Could it be the brain files? I actually thought it was interesting when I watched this because, like,
neural scans obsolete.
It's a weird kind of, what would the word be?
Blue Street Cafe, free Wi-Fi. Well, that's not the brain scan file at all. Oh!
It's the Blue Street Cafe Wi-Fi. It's where he's like eating with Bubble in like the first episode and various other episodes, and then, right? It's like his like main hub where he's eating at all the time.
Oh, I see what they're doing. Oh, it's both clever and infuriating. I can imagine people being confused because I was confused. I literally had to pause. If you saw this in the movie theater, I bet you'd be like, what the hell just... I get it.
It's the thing where like they're doing the past and the present at the same time, right? That's the thing I was trying to figure out the word for, where they're doing it like simultaneously.
Understand. Okay, so we are intercutting between when Kane was a red dot, finding the brain scan files, his first interaction with people, and then this is his current iteration, finding the free Wi-Fi at a net cafe. And I am going to imagine we're going to see him unlocking the brain scan files and thinking he understands human, which has been his problem the entire time, is he doesn't understand them. And then connecting to the Wi-Fi at this cafe and really, truly understanding humans. That's what's about to happen here. Okay. All right. Okay.
And again, I would have loved if they would have did like an entire episode for this. But I'm also just a fan of Kane, to be honest. I'm a big Kane fan. Kane is probably, I would say, my favorite character in the show. I love his...
Okay.
I don't even know what sound I just made. I was like... I love his
from the
his goofiness, his character, his voice actor. Like I think Kane's great. He goes a little crazy, all right? He does some things he shouldn't have done, but who hasn't?
Is this supposed to represent hacking or something? Or breaching a firewall? Or getting out of the current system? Right, because it's a different system, the free Wi-Fi. So wait, their building is right next to a coffee shop?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Or it could be in this. Oh, and he has to use the red and blue sides of him. Oh, he has to use all the different sides of him. Ah, okay. Right. He has to grow as a program as well as an AI. Ah, that might be the firewall then. Yeah, I don't think we're seeing two things of the same. I think we're seeing one in the past, one in the present.
Yeah. Exactly. I actually really like this scene. It's like one of my favorite scenes from the movie. Well, episode 9. I guess technically it's a movie and a show.
Right, so this is him beginning the circus. And this is him finding a way to continue the circus, which leads to my theory of what the show is going to be. The message here, I think, of this show, and it's a good message, is it doesn't matter what came before, it matters who you are now and what you do now. Mike Dobby.
Mike Dobby.
And that's Scratch. Okay, yes. Yes, the very first. So really, Kane... Huh. Oh, wow. Real names. Oh, and he's seeing their real lives now. Oh, that's kind of lovely. I'm also glad they're not just flat out sharing everything.
The Wi-Fi's going away!
So we learned that they're out there living their lives, and these people are sort of simulacrum of them.
I was irresponsible.
Also, it's interesting. I didn't even like put some of this together too with like the cafe Wi-Fi. Like clearly he's been on it before, right? Because like I said, he has his whole like setup with Bubble like at the start of the show where he's like, oh, my wacky watch. Like he's eating with Bubble at the cafe. So like he clearly knows about the cafe, or he's like seen pictures of what people that work there that put their brain scans in. Like they probably went to the cafe because it's like right next door, right? So he's like, oh, I know this cafe. So that is pretty interesting. I like that.
I turned them against me. And for what? I can create intelligent beings that do whatever I want, but I can't create them. After all, is their free will not what made them alluring in the first place?
But they hate me. They abandoned me.
They're from a world so much bigger than mine. I'm keeping them locked in a cage.
They had their fun out there. It's my turn now.
If I leave them unchecked, they could kill me. They already did. I'm sorry I did this to you, buddy. All this power we had together. But we just can't exist like this. I'll miss you. I really will.
So is the blue one technically the more, I don't want to say powerful, but the one that was able to like, I don't know, it's like the 2.0 version, right? Or is that...
I would say it is more powerful, but it was also just more structurally sound, right? Like, they're like, Kane's a little crazy, right? So they were just like, oh, the blue AI, like, that's doing what we want it to do. And I think that's what it was, right? And then Kane was like, what the hell? Right? And then he consumed it.
That's supposed to be Bubble. I still don't know the answer, because we haven't seen that Bubble yet.
I don't think it was Bubble. I mean, maybe it is, but I've gotten to the point where I think Bubble was just a virus. So I think if it was Bubble, we'd still see Bubble, right? And we don't really see Bubble right now.
Hi, Kane.
Hey, Moon.
I don't know if I'm ready to face them again. I don't know if I deserve to be forgiven.
It may take time, but all good things do. I still love you.
You know, I never programmed you to say you loved me.
I know.
Somewhere there's some guy with his AI girlfriend that's waiting for that moment.
There definitely is.
He's like, one day she'll mean it.
I understand that you're afraid. And you have no reason to trust me after all I've done. But I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I want to give you control of this place.
I was
I've learned
pretty
a lot
on
about
the
you
money
and
with what I thought was going to
your
happen
world.
in this show.
I understand now that
I didn't know that Kane would come back,
keeping
but
you under my thumb just isn't right. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope you'll at least accept my offer.
Kane, you really caused a lot of hell for us.
But we forgave Jack,
It's
so
gonna
like,
take some time to build up any kind of
yeah,
trust
we're
between us
good
again.
people. All right. Yeah, I feel like the way that they have to interact with each other is because, you know, if you're forced to be in a situation, you have to make the best of that situation, no matter what, I believe is an underlying message of this. So even though in, you know, the real world, if I met a Jax or a Kane, I could walk away and I would never see them again. And I could free myself of the obligation of having to deal with people that I just am like, what the hell? If I was trapped in a thing with them, or I had to work with them, or it was a family member or whatever, you know, like sometimes you're just stuck with someone for a while, and the obligation of, like, you know, someone who's trying to be positive and a good person is to keep trying no matter what. And it's on the others to change, much like Kane is right now, realizing that, like, I screwed up. And I think that's part of what this is right now, is that they're here, they're together, and if you're going to be a dick to people or awful or whatever, you need to come to the realization that, like, you hurt others, just like they need to come to the realization that you're a person, you have your own problems and your own things. There's more to you than just the bad side of you, but, like, it's on that person to change.
But despite all that, it's good to have you back.
Did you need any help with?
No, not yet, anyway. We've worked something out.
Understandable. Oh, I've made something for you. Feel free to join me by the stage whenever you're ready. No more secrets. No more mind games.
YouTube. It's a thing. It exists on the outside world. Were you aware of it?
Pomni, Abigail Brooks. She's still an accountant, but she seems to have opened up more and is hanging out with new friends more often. She even has some of them in her videos with her, which she still posts on occasion.
I didn't think we were going to get this at all. I'm genuinely
Radhika.
shocked.
Susie J. Ackerman. She appears to have left her hometown, cut all
Rising real estate.
communication with her mother.
Oh! Ragatha.
Honestly, at first I wasn't sure how I felt about, like, finding out all about the real life personas and, or, you know, who they actually are and all that stuff. But, like, the more I thought about it, I was like, actually, I kind of like that. I think I actually really like the way they ended it with this.
Susie J. Ackerman talks property plus about farms, finance, and friends. Do you think the reason why Ragatha shows up so early in this process is because Ragatha was the real estate agent for the CNA property? If it's an abandoned property.
Well, I'm pretty... Yes. I think this is another one. I think this has been like an established theory for a long time. I feel like Jesse's just like, could you believe this thing? And it's like, well, yeah, people have figured that they've been saying this for a long time. I've said this. Anyway.
Property, right? Or if it's like an old shut down company, why is the power still on? Well, in real estate, especially in business real estate or like corporate real estate, those big buildings, corporate offices, whatever, even if no one's in them, they leave power on for like the purpose of, you know, showing people around like that, or security reasons, or also like infrastructure reasons. There's all sorts of reasons. It's just not paid by anyone, or maybe it's still paid for by the company until they sell the property. Either way, it's a known thing. It's a thing that happens unless it's full-on ass abandoned and the property is like coming apart. So
I was actually curious, like, what would happen if there was a power outage? Like, is there a backup? I doubt there is. Right? Like, what happens if the computer power goes off and then it comes back on? Would they, like, remember everything? Would they restart? Like, I'm actually curious what would happen if that occurred.
Ragatha could have been the real estate agent for that property, is what I'm getting at here. This is what I'm taking away from this moment. I feel pretty confident in that. I don't know that it's true, but it makes me feel good that I have an answer, and I'll take that answer.
Susie J. Ackerman. She appears to have left her hometown, cut all communication with her mother, and has excelled in her career. She's made many friends, and it looks like she has a strong, genuine connection with them.
Also, I feel like this is like closure for them as their own people. They don't have to wonder what is going on outside anymore because they have an answer, and now they can move on with their lives.
Yeah, so now they like
is a thing you hear about.
I think because now they can go on living as themselves. They're just like, oh, that's what happened to my own, you know, version of me on the outside world. They're doing great, and now I can, you know, be my own person in this world, right? It's almost like an alternate reality type of thing. How there's like, or like a multiple universe type thing where there's like there could be multiple versions of us out in the universe in the various universes, right? Like who knows? Maybe. So it actually is pretty interesting.
All the time. It's in human nature. We need closure. We always need closure, just like this episode. You know, if Kane was ever going to try to win them over again, this is how you would do it.
She seems happy, like she understands who she is, and that she matters to people. Gangle. Zoe Raghavan. Despite her injuries, she's made a good recovery in the hospital.
She did get hit by the
She quit
truck.
her fast food job and has gotten a new job at a small design firm. She even began posting pages of her webcomic online. Zubul. Riley Vercellis.
Hey!
After hopping around with different jobs, they look like they've settled a bit and opened their own bar. It seems to be a successful one. People all over the city come to it as a hip alternative destination where they can feel like themselves, free of judgment.
Oh, and that's kind of fun. Triangle is a place you can go when there's nowhere else you can go. Oh, this is very sweet.
People all over the city come to it as a hip alternative destination where they can feel like themselves, free of judgment.
And the triangle on
Grant Best. He's still working in tech and is still happily married to his wife, Destiny.
Oh,
They
that's
appear to
very
have two
sweet.
daughters together.
And they do have kids. That would explain
They do have kids.
probably why she would abstract, as if she knew she had kids and couldn't see them anymore. Like, wouldn't Karen know they were brain scans? I don't know. I don't know how abstraction works still.
I don't know. My crazy Kinger theories were only partially correct. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Jax. Leroy Mateo. After being unhoused for a few months,
The fact that Jax's name is Leroy is just kind of funny to me too. Like out of all the names, I would have never picked Leroy.
able to room with one of his close friends. He seems to have gotten a stable job and is able to pay rent. He and his friends go out every now and again. Weirdly enough, a spot they seem to frequent is Riley's bar.
Is any of this actually real?
You definitely have it in you. Not sure about mine, though.
Well,
Also, I imagine Jax's mom is fine then, because otherwise they'd probably be like, you killed your mom, right? So I imagine she's all right.
maybe you've got more confidence than you thought.
I don't quite have the same power that I used to, but I can still make this place better for you. I'm keeping the worlds open, so you can do what you want when you feel like it. We're gonna be able to build this place into something better. For all of you. What do you say, Abigail?
With all that being said and done, Abby is out there.
Yeah.
Living her best life.
She's Pomni. She's a different person.
Yeah.
And here, I'm just Pomni.
Yeah.
Although I did think they were gonna like unabstract the abstracted people. But I guess they don't have the power to do that. But Kane does have the power to get rid of their like abstracted body parts when they're kind of warped. I don't know. Although I do like that they made like a big aquarium for all the abstracted people. I think that's pretty fun.
It's very sweet. Oh, and then we're doing a homage to the end of the first episode.
Yeah. Listen, I still think AI Pomni Jesus would have been a phenomenal ending.
Were we technically in there with them? It was a very like and thanks to you moment, like at the end of
That
a good
was
RPG
very
or
much.
whatever. We didn't see like Gummy Goo. There was a lot of characters that were missing.
Yeah,
I still don't
know
necessarily understand how
you'd think-
abstraction works.
You would think that would have brought Gummy Goo back or something. Like, I don't know. Like, where's Gummy Goo?
Feels very much like I love the show Lost, but I wish I got more out of the ending. And that's how I feel about this, where unfortunately I obsess over the little things that probably aren't important in a character-driven story. that's clearly what Gooseworks was trying to give us, was a character-driven ending. But to
Yeah.
me, I'm like, well, how does this work? And what's that about?
Yeah.
How's this thing? And I don't think we got those answers.
Yeah.
But I guess the point is, it doesn't matter. Like, Jax can still abstract and still be one of them, and they can still love Jax, even though Jax, like,
But that's why they should have
was
brought
too
back
far
Gummy Goo,
gone.
man. He's an
Can still care for
NPC, and he
someone
could be
even
one
then.
of them.
And so they are.
Where's Gummy
Because
Goo?
they're all still in it together, and this is their world they've created, and they are dictating the rules of their world. That's actually kind of beautiful, is them being able to dictate the rules of their world, and the rules of their world are kindness.
Yeah, I do
and
like
being
that.
cool with each other. Okay, it's a little touching. It's hitting me. It's hitting me. All right, I love that. Live action cast. I guess they have to credit. I was about to say, are we about to see them in like real life? But there's literally
Yes.
like seconds left.
We are about
So,
to see them
I
in
guess
real
they're
life.
just crediting the people in the photos. Oh, shut your butt. We're actually doing it, huh? So I assume in order it's Jax, Kinger.
Yep.
Is that supposed to be Pomni? I've already forgotten what everyone looks like.
I think that is Pomni, yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Then Gangle at the end.
I think in order it's Jax, Kinger, Pomni, Ragatha,
Ragatha,
Zubul,
Zubul.
Gangle.
Okay, yeah,
and
there
they're
it
all
is.
just living their lives. They don't know each other on the outside,
Yeah.
but on the inside they're best buds.
But they're all at the
Fascinating.
same bus
I
stop.
wonder if we'll ever return to this world. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the end of the series, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be fine with more answers at some point in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Depending
enjoyed that
on
tremendously. Like, it got me.
It would
got
depend,
me in ways
like
that I was
many
not
sequels.
expecting. I'm not even sure what to say right now. That, like, it was touching. But I think it was also exactly what I thought was going to happen and what I wanted. And because of that, it just confirmed what I already understood about the show to be. I'm curious what the internet as a whole, now I can actually go look at stuff, and probably there's stuff I missed. Probably things that I was not picking up on. I kind of got what I was looking for and what I expected to happen. I thought Jax was going to be a redemption arc, but not really. Not really. Jax just got the I'm pushing everyone away, and everyone was like, it doesn't matter.
That's
dude.
it, yeah.
We still
I
are
didn't
in
think
this
he was going to
together.
get a
We love you.
redemption arc
that
as well.
was the story there, rather than Jax becomes like the new Kane, which I thought was going to happen. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what the internet thought. I'll do my own little deep dive, but yeah, not too old for it. In fact, I think this was exactly the kind of thing I needed, and I'm here for it. Like I said, good stuff.
I will say, I did think, like I said, I thought Pomni was going to become the new Kane. But honestly, I'm glad Kane came back because I like Kane. But pretty much, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's like I said, I do wish we had some more details and stuff. Like I mentioned, I wish they brought like Gummy Goo back or some of the NPCs or things like that. Or we had more time to kind of flesh out certain things like the Jax abstraction done a little differently, or just having an entire episode for Jax, then doing an entire episode for like Kane and like rebuilding the circus. I think that would have done just a little better in terms of like clearing up some stuff and really making it feel like a finale. But I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. Right? I think it's a solid ending for the show. And this is a great show. I loved watching this show. I think it was just a lot of fun, great characters, good mysteries, good foreshadowing and other little things here and there. And so I'm happy I watched it, happy I learned about it, and I'm definitely not too old for it. So, hey, you know what? If you want to watch all of my reactions, I a few months ago, I put up an entire compilation of like episodes 1 through 8 of me reacting to like literally everything, or 1 through 7. I don't even remember what it is, but I'll put that up there if you want to see that, and if you got a lot of time to waste. So maybe I should just make another compilation of like all of these for the entire Crendor Reacts the Digital Circus thing. But either way, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay? See ya.